It was the first day for the Special Forces soldier turned teacher. Class hadn't even started when the students pulled a prank on him, but they had no idea. This goofy-looking teacher was actually a Navy SEAL. This class already had a terrible reputation. They had scared off 20 teachers before him, but Tony believed he could handle them. The next day Tony walked into the classroom and greeted everyone. Though the students were a bit calmer than usual, they still didn't respect him at all. Some were eating, some were sleeping, others were playing games. One even set up a hot pot right in class. Tony started with a self-introduction, but the students pretended not to hear. Just when they thought the teacher was helpless, Tony pulled out a little surprise. He made a slingshot out of a rubber band and some chalk, and shot down the smoke alarm. The students instantly panicked, while Tony calmly stood under an umbrella smiling smugly. Even though he gave them a lesson that day, the students still refused to study. So Tony used a different approach. He even let them smoke in class, and told them if they could answer his 3 questions correctly, they could go home early. He had them pull out a pack of cigarettes, and asked if anyone knew what chemicals were inside. Nick was lucky enough to get them all right, and proudly walked out as everyone else looked on with envy. The class got excited. Everyone wanted to be the next to leave, but this scene was spotted by the principal, who looked very displeased. Tony didn't care. He continued using his own teaching style, explaining the makeup of cigarettes and the dangers of smoking. Slowly the students began to enjoy his lessons. One day the chain-smoking student suddenly disappeared. Following the clues, Tony tracked him to a mob hideout. He didn't know it was full of ruthless UFC fighters. Seeing the small polite-looking man walk in, they told him to get lost, but the trapped student shouted at Tony to save him. And as a former Special Forces soldier, there was no way Tony would just walk away.